Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk about something that comes up every year, and it's a topic that really deserves our careful consideration as followers of Christ. I'm talking about Halloween. Now, I know for many it's just a bit of fun, candy, costumes, and spooky decorations. But have you ever stopped to think about what we're actually celebrating? From a biblical perspective, Halloween presents a significant spiritual conflict. The holiday, as we know it, is drenched in themes of darkness, fear, and death. We dress up as ghouls, ghosts, and monsters, and our neighborhoods are decorated with symbols of the macabre. But the Bible is very clear about our relationship with darkness. In Ephesians 5, Paul writes, "For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light, and have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them." This isn't just a suggestion, it's a call to action. We are called to be lights in a dark world, not to blend in with the shadows or make a game out of what God calls us to expose. Celebrating darkness, even in jest, normalizes things that are spiritually opposed to the very nature of God, who is pure light. To understand why this is so important, we have to look at the origins of Halloween. It's not a modern invention. Its roots trace back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. This wasn't just a harvest festival, it was a deeply spiritual event. The Celts believed that on the night of Samhain, the veil between the living and the dead was at its thinnest. This allowed spirits, both good and evil, to cross over into our world. People would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off malevolent spirits. The festival involved practices like fortune-telling and attempts to communicate with the dead, which is a form of necromancy. Now, why does that ancient history matter to us today? Because God's word explicitly forbids these practices. Deuteronomy 18 is incredibly direct. It says, "Let no one be found among you who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft, or casts spells, or who is a medium or spiritist, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord." The very activities that form the foundation of Samhain are things God condemns in the strongest possible terms. While we may not be consciously trying to consult spirits when we put on a costume, we are participating in a tradition born from these very practices. We are in a sense trivializing something that God takes very seriously. The spiritual realm is real. It's not a fantasy world from a movie. There are forces at work that are hostile to God and to us as His children. 1 Peter 5:8 warns us to be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy the devil prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. When we treat evil, demons, and darkness as a source of entertainment, we let our guard down. We become desensitized to the very real spiritual battle that is happening all around us. Halloween provides a platform that makes evil seem fun, harmless, and even appealing. This is a subtle but powerful deception. As Christians, we are called to be set apart. Our lives should look different from the world around us. In 1 Corinthians 10, Paul discusses the issue of participating in pagan rituals, and his conclusion is powerful. He asks, "You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of demons too. You cannot have a part in both the Lord's table and the table of demons." We have to make a choice. Will we align ourselves with the traditions of the world, traditions rooted in fear and darkness? Or will we stand firm in the light and truth of Jesus Christ? This isn't about being judgmental or taking the fun out of everything. It's about being discerning and obedient to God's word. It's about protecting our hearts and minds and the hearts and minds of our children from spiritual influences that are contrary to our faith. The world offers a temporary thrill built on fear, but Jesus offers eternal victory over it. He is the answer to fear, not the celebration of it. He conquered death and the grave, offering us life and light. Instead of celebrating a night of darkness, let's celebrate the one who is the light of the world every single day. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this gives you something to prayerfully consider. If this message resonated with you, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content. God bless you.